Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. We're here at beautiful Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions.
The main track fast, the turf course firm. Our first race, 7.5 furlongs on the grass, a maiden claiming event for maiden fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. Jockey on the 2 is Orlando Boca Chica, scratch 13 and 14.
They're off. Not a good start for Dixie Doodle Dandy from the far outside. Suncadia came out running well, and just to the inside of Suncadia, there goes Gift of Speed to grab the lead. So Gift of Speed will head into that quick first turn on top by a length and a half. On the outside comes Suncadia running in second position. And then it's Amber Morning third, Lloyd Harbor is fourth. To the outside, Starship OEM is fifth. Getting up, my 409 is sixth early, racing on the inside. After the slow start, Dixie Doodle Dandy is next. Outside of Nobody's a Saint. Break of another 2 back to Desert Ruler. Geeg's Miracle is next, and then Bellatara and Go Sandy Go. 24 and 2 was the opening quarter mile for Gift of Speed and Luis Saez. They're out there on a 2-length lead. Suncadia sits in a perfect stalking position second. Starship OEM is third. Amber Morning fourth on the inside. Lloyd Harbor follows in fifth. A length and a half back, and Dixie Doodle Dandy is edging up on the outside of Nobody's a Saint, but is still about 5 lengths off the lead. Goes Sandy Go is making a move from the back of the field now, going by horses on the outside. Then Bellatara, Giddy Up, my 409, Geeg's Miracle, and Desert Ruler at the back, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. And Suncadia has just given way through the field. Suncadia did not go on. Here comes Lloyd Harbor. Lloyd Harbor on the outside, right to the neck of Gift of Speed, and these two into the final furlong. Dixie Doodle Dandy's running a big one third, and then on the far outside it's Bellatara, as Gift of Speed just won't look back. Gift of Speed holds off Lloyd Harbor, then Bellatara and Dixie Doodle Dandy.
Number 6, Gift of Speed, lives up to his name, takes some wire-to-wire for owner Alex Andreas LLC, trained by Antonio Sano, ridden to victory today by Luis Saez. Second race, 1 mile on the fast main track. It's an allowance optional claiming event for fillies, 3-year-olds, scratch the 1, high, Dixie Ibis.
They're off. Penwith had a good start from that far outside. Stately Defense is out with some early speed, and Nutmeg through on the inside to show speed as well as the field races down the chute toward the main track. It will be Nutmeg and Stately Defense and Penwith to sit just off of them running in third. Another Incident follows fourth by another 2, and then comes Comme Chez Soi, and Golden Friendships is the trailer, 6.5 lengths off the lead. That first quarter was 24 seconds flat. So Nutmeg is the pace setter, and Stately Defense sits second to the outside. They're a half length apart, and they have 2 lengths on Penwith, the favorite, in third. And then comes another Incident fourth to the inside. Comme Chez Soi is fifth with 4.5 lengths to make up at the half-mile pole. The trailer Golden Friendships trails into the turn, 46 and 4 for a half mile. Nutmeg on top by just ahead. Stately Defense draws dead even, 3 furlongs out, and now pokes ahead in front. Penwith is right there in third, a length and a half off the lead. And then comes Comme Chez Soi, who picks it up in fourth. Another Incident is dropped back fifth, and Golden Friendships is at the back of the field as Stately Defense is now the leader. Off the turn in front, Stately Defense. Penwith moves on the outside. Nutmeg gives way along the rail. Comme Chez Soi picks up stride on the far outside. They have to catch Stately Defense. Here's Comme Chez Soi. Penwith between those two. Comme Chez Soi, Penwith, and Stately Defense. The 3 of them come down to the wire. Penwith, Comme Chez Soi, Penwith, or Comme Chez Soi. Very close. Stately Defense was third. Another Incident was fourth.
The favorite, number 7, Benwith, just gets the photo in this race, owned by Dolly Stubb Management, LLC, trained by Kieran McLaughlin, and that gives jockey Luis Saez consecutive victories on the card. We're going to take a short break and be back for the third in just a moment or two.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
Ocala Breeder Sales Company, where champions and Grade 1 stakes winners are sold, presents the next event on our sales calendar. The OBS Winter Mix Sale, January 22nd through 24th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Welcome back. Our third race is 6 furlong sprint on the main track, a claiming event for 3-year-old fillies, 1 scratch, number 2, It's My Business.
They're all in line. They're off. KB Biorhythms broke very well from the far outside and phased his away running in second. Down toward the inside, Morris Purse speckles between horses. Then Valerie Victoria to the outside, followed by GP Ricky, and Got a Heart of Gold is last. And the field races toward the half-mile pole, where it's KB Biorhythms in front by a neck. Morris Purse to the inside, pressing the pace through an opening quarter mile in 22 2/5 seconds. Phased is just off the leaders, running in third by a length and a half. Valerie Victoria follows in fourth. Break of another 2 to GP Ricky, who takes fifth outside of Speckles. And then comes Got a Heart of Gold. They're coming toward the quarter pole. Mora's Purse is the leader by just ahead over KB Biorhythms. Phased is there. GP Ricky circles up on the far outside. After a 45 3/2 mile, they're into the stretch. Mora's Purse on the rail. KB Biorhythms. Here comes GP Ricky on the far outside. Into the final furlong. KB Biorhythms. GP Ricky to the outside. Mora's Purse. These three down to the final 70 yards. GP Ricky's got it. GP Ricky and Jermaine Bridgemahan to score. From Mora's Purse, KB Biorhythms, and then Got a Heart of Gold.
Number 4, GB Ricky comes from off the pace to win it for Deb Mars Stables, trained by Ricky Griffith, ridden to victory today by Jermaine Bridgemahan. Fourth race, 6 furlongs on the fast main track, a claiming event for 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races, 1 scratch, the number 4, River Star.
They're all in line. They're off. And Mr. Doro had a very good start, goes out to take the early lead. From the rail, Put It Back Tiger has speed too, and Corinthiano is just off of them with Rancho to his outside, running fourth by another 2.5. Then Modern Owl and Decisive David trails 7 lengths off the lead. Mr. Doro in front, and checking was Put It Back Tiger. Put It Back Tiger steadied there right outside the half-mile pole and is shuffled back to third, passed by Rancho after an opening quarter mile in 22 3/5 seconds. Corinthiano follows in fourth and races 4 lengths off the lead. Modern Owls under a drive, and Decisive David trails. Mr. Doro on top as they round the far turn, 3/4 of a length over Rancho, who now draws up alongside, and these two kick on. They've opened up 5 lengths on the others after a half mile that goes in 45 4. They're into the stretch, and it's Mr. Doro who opens up a 2.5 length lead here. Dylan Davis and Mr. Doro running away from Rancho. Put It Back Tiger is next on the outside. Mr. Doro well clear as they come down to the wire. Mr. Doro's going to do it here. The race is going to be for second. Put It Back Tiger gets up outside of Rancho, and fourth is Decisive David.
The favorite, number 2, Mr. Dioro, wins it for Mr. Amores Stable, trained by Jason Service, ridden to victory today by apprentice Dylan Davis. Fifth race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf course for maiden 3-year-olds. A full field of 11 runners going posted with no scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're off. Inwood Drive is going to the front. Seeking Her Glory and Party Now have speed. And then Le Ronde's Animo on the outside and Vale Ridge back to I'm a Kitten's Joy and Dance Craze to the outside as they race for the turn. Then we come back to Seacraft, Katora, Ramble outside of them. And last of all is Candy Crush. And the field races on the first turn with Inwood Drive in front, Party Now to the outside second, and Seeking Her Glory running in third past a 25 flat first quarter. And then comes Vale Ridge, La Ronde's Animo to the outside, break of two back to Dance Craze, and I'm a Kitten's Joy along the rail. Ramble is next, racing outside of Seacraft and 8 lengths off the lead, then Katora and Candy Crush. And they continue their way up the backstretch where Party Now has taken the lead. Party Now a half length in front of Inwood Drive through a half mile in 49 and 2/5 seconds. And then it's Seeking Her Glory, Vale Ridge to the outside, followed by Dance Craze and La Ronde's Animo. Ramble splits those two, and Ramble just went through an opening to be within 4 lengths of the lead. And then it's I'm a Kitten's Joy, 3 lengths to Seacraft, Katora, and Candy Crush. Around the far turn, Joe Rocco Jr. and Party Now a length in front. Seeking Her Glory second under a drive, while front runner Party Now is still in hand. 3/4 in 1, 13 and 1. They're into the stretch. Party Now in control. Opening up 2.5 on Seeking Her Glory. And then it's Rambled to the inside, followed by Dance Craze and Vale Ridge. It is Party Now. And Party Now's running away as they come down to the line. An impressive score by Party Now by 5 in the end over Seeking Her Glory. Then Ramble, followed by Dance Craze.
Number 7, Party Now. What a nice performance, owned by Stewie Janney in the 5th stable, trained by Shug McGay, ridden to victory today by Joe Rocco Jr. We will take a short break and be back for the 6th race action in just a minute.
Racing towards the line, Academic Probation. She learned her lessons in the race, and she gets the diploma. Academic Probation.
Here's Rank has privileges to the lead. Thunder Run on the outside. Ring Weekend backs up to second against the rail. Rank has privileges to win it.
Multiple Grade 1 stakes winner Einstein, sire of impressive debut winners at Keeneland and Churchill Downs in his first crop. Standing at Adena Springs.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
Welcome back. The 6th race, a 7-furlong sprint under allowance optional claiming conditions for state-bred fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. Scratch number 1, Whole Lotta Royalty.
They're off. And a good start for Our Next Escapade, who sprints out to lead them early. Lady from Havana with speed to the inside. Between those two, it's Currency Union. These 3 out for the lead. After that comes Winning for Sarah, who's away running in 4th. Then Wild Kira, I Ain't Gonna Lie, the big favorite, is 9 lengths off the lead, second last, ahead of Tap It Easy as the field races up the backstretch. It is Lady from Havana and Paco Lopez 3/4 of a length in front. Currency Union second, Our Next Escapade third, 22 and 2 for the first quarter. Winning for Sarah 4th at the half-mile pole. Then it's Wild Kira, Tap It Easy, and I Ain't Gonna Lie is last as they go into the turn. It is Lady from Havana on top a half a length. And then it's Currency Union, Our Next Escapade to the outside of 45 and 3 half-mile. Winning for Sarah is next. I Ain't Gonna Lie is beginning to pick it up just to the outside of Wild Kira. Then it's Tap It Easy at the rail. They're coming toward the top of the stretch. Lady from Havana off the turn in front. Currency Union, Our Next Escapade is next. Wild Kira, I Ain't Gonna Lie, very wide there, not going on today. It is Lady from Havana pulling away. Lady from Havana drawing clear with each and every stride on the rail under Paco Lopez. And Lady from Havana rolls home to victory here over Tap It Easy. Then Wild Kira, followed by Currency Union.
The Lady from Havana, number 2, proves much the best. Owned by Joseph Areola, trained by Larry Pilati, and ridden to victory today by Paco Lopez. The 7th race, a 7-furlong sprint, starter optional claiming race for 4-year-olds and upward. 8 runners going to post with no scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're off. Newspaper Boy started well from the inside and goes out to take the early lead. It's Newspaper Boy to the front, Rodan with speed to the outside, and these two shoot out to the front together. Then it's Vero's Hero and Bling Bang. Ratso Suko's away 5th to the outside of them, and then No Act. JB Zunk, the favorite, is 6 lengths off the lead and racing down at the rail. No Act is the trailer as the field heads up the backstretch. The opening quarter went in 22 2/5 seconds, and the lead is shared by Newspaper Boy and Rodan. Noses apart with a half mile to go. Break of 3, then Vero's Hero, and right to the outside it's Bling Bang. Ratso Suko moves up outside of them, and then comes JB Zunk, who's still about 6 lengths behind with 3 furlongs to go, and JB Zunk has come under a ride. Then Spyro Tune and No Act. They're coming toward the top of the stretch of 44 3/2 mile. Rodan and Newspaper Boy continue to go at it. 3 lengths ahead of Ratso Suko, Vero's Hero. JB Zunk saves all the ground. They're into the stretch. Newspaper Boy turning for home in front, and Rodan draws even now. Behind them, here comes JB Zunk up the rail, Vero's Hero, Ratso Suko on the outside, and even No Act is finishing fast. Down the center of the track from dead last, JB Zunk, No Act, Ratso Suko, JB Zunk on the inside, and No Act. Then Ratso Suko and Vero's Hero.
Number 3, JB Zunk finds a hole on the inside and closes strongly and just holds on to win it for High Point Thoroughbred Partners, trained by Jorge Navarro, ridden to victory today by Abdil Jain. The 8th race will be sprinting at 5 furlongs on the firm turf course. It's an allowance optional claimer for 4-year-olds and up. Scratch the 8, the 10, the 13, 14, 15, and 16.
They're all in line. They're off. Mishmash started well. On the outside, Bold Thunder out of the gate with speed, and then comes Stormy Rush through on the inside. Pirate's Vow is away running in 4th as they head up the backstretch. Then Starship Wildcat, Console, Matard to the inside. Awakino Cat in behind them. And 5 lengths back to Night Officer and Fanbase, who are at the back of the field as they race for the turn. And Bold Thunder and Paco Lopez lead the way. Mishmash on the outside, second at 20 4 opening quarter mile. 3 lengths back to Stormy Rush, who's down on the inside. Pirate's Vows alongside. Starship Wildcat goes wide. Then Console, followed by Matar, and they're into the stretch, and it is Bold Thunder, Mishmash to the outside. Stormy Rush now with clear running room moves up into second, but Bold Thunder's got a 2.5 length lead. Stormy Rush is second, Mishmash is third, as Bold Thunder goes all the way over Stormy Rush. And then it was Mishmash and Night Officer.
Number 9, Bold Thunder, storms to the front and wins it for Andrew Sully, trained by Patricia Fowler, ridden to victory today by Paco Lopez, his 2nd consecutive victory. We're going to take a short break and be back for the late double in, just a minute or 2.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
Grab me one. It's Miller time!
But what if one of your crew is Ken Jeong?
Zoink!
What's with the pig? Wait.
No way! Look at the pig! Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did. Sorry I'm late. I came straight from work.
Man, this line's ridiculous. Nice joke. Ken!
I'm that guy from that thing!
Give me one. Miller Lite. Man, hell, hey, wait.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
The 9th race, 1 mile on the turf. It's a starter optional claiming event for 4-year-olds and up. Scratch to 5 to 10, 13, 14, and 15.
They're off. Major Marvel broke sharply. Imperial Robin on the inside, also fast from the start. Wonderful Breeze moves between those two to be a part of the pace, and rule number 6 is in 4th. And Master Wesley on the inside, followed by Ayrton. Gap of another 5 lengths back to Franklin Park. Political Courage, Haley Roy to the outside, and the trailer is All Night. On the first turn, Imperial Robin has the favorite Major Marvel stalking a half length behind through a quarter that went in 24 1/5 seconds. And then it's Wonderful Breeze, rule number 6 on the outside, break of 4. Franklin Park, Master Wesley next. Outside of them, it's Ayrton. Political Courage joins that group and now is splitting horses with 6 lengths to make up. Then Haley Roy, who's at the back of the field alongside of All Night, 10 lengths off the lead as they continue their way up the back stretch. Imperial Robin, Major Marvel, just a neck back on the outside through a 48 4.5 mile. And then it's Haley Roy. Rule number 6. Down on the inside is Wonderful Breeze as they move around the turn. Then Master Wesley. Political Courage is after that. Followed by Ayrton. Around the far turn, Major Marvel on the outside. Imperial Robin. And right behind them, Wonderful Breeze and rule number 6 who's coming 4 wide. They're into the stretch. Imperial Robin. Major Marvel right up alongside. Wonderful Breeze. Political Courage is closing late between horses. Major Marvel's got a fight coming. Political Courage is running on the outside, and Wonderful Breeze, and also coming late is Haley Roy down the center. Major Marvel, and on the outside, Haley Roy. The two of them together, Haley Roy may have gotten there. Then Political Courage and Wonderful Breeze.
Number 9, Hey Leroy closes and just wins and upsets, paying $47.20. Owned by Runtos Racing Stable Corporation, trained by Manny Escura, ridden to victory today by Jose Alvarez. And the 10th race, 1 mile, maiden claiming for maiden filly 3-year-olds, scratch to 5 Al's Gals, 11 Rather Beautiful, and both also eligible entries 13 and 14.
They're off. Stormin' Georgia to the inside. There goes Love My Empire to grab the lead. It's going to be Love My Empire on top as they move for the first turn. Big and Toasty on the outside. Away running in second. Then Stormin' Georgia to the inside. And moving farther out, Raging Atlantic as they go into the turn. And it's back to Adar, who's at the rail 5 lengths off the lead. Ruby on My Mind is next, then Starship Sassy to the inside, and Teresa's Candy Rose. 3 lengths more back to Giant Shadow. Rose of Harlan is last. 24 1 was the quarter. Onto the backstretch, it is Love My Empire in front. Big and Toasty 3/4 of a length behind. Raging Atlantic third to the outside. Break of 4 to Stormin' Georgia. Then it's Adar with 7 lengths to make up. After that, Starship Sassy, Ruby on My Mind to the outside, followed by Teresa's Candy Rose, who's third last, 4 lengths ahead of Rose of Harlan and Starship Sassy. 48 seconds flat for a half mile as the field moves into the far turn. And it's Love My Empire, the leader. Raging Atlantic now putting on some pressure. They're together up front. Big and Toasty 2 lengths off of them. 4 lengths more to Stormin' Georgia. 4th and trying to gain a bit of ground. Then Adar, Starship Sassy, and Teresa's Candy Rose. Coming to the top of the stretch. Love My Empire tested by Raging Atlantic. They're side by side coming to the 8th pole. Stormin' Georgia 3 lengths off of them. Love My Empire on the outside, Raging Atlantic. And Raging Atlantic has now taken over the lead and pulls away from Love My Empire. Raging Atlantic and Javier Castellano to win. It's going to be Stormin' Georgia second. Then it looked like Teresa's Candy Rose got third over Love My Empire, then Starship Sassy.
Number 10, Raging Atlantic scores for Mathis Stable LLC, trained by Todd Fletcher and ridden to victory by our leading rider Javier Castellano. And to pick 4, $1,511.85. Pick 5, 5 of 5, a very nice $11,074.05. 4 of 5, $59.95. Couple of tickets in the pick 6, 6 of 6, $20,466.42. What a carryover, $206,622.87.
And that wraps up the action at beautiful Gulfstream Park. Live racing, slots, great dining. You got to be here. Good night and good luck.